Hi, good evening, everybody. I hope you're doing well. My name is Michael J, one of the top leaders here in Milas, and absolutely an honor and a privilege to be on this call, with Jerome Lancaster to literally have a launch for Canada. I know we have some of the Caribbean team on here as well. So, guys, like I said, the objective for this call is very, very simple. We want to ensure that everybody has, the right knowledge, the right game plan to be able to achieve their goals. Now, what we're going to be doing on this call is simply, allow you to be able to see the products and services, where they are, how to use it, your back office. And then we're going to be going over the compensation plan in extreme detail. We don't want to leave nothing unturned. We want you to have full understanding of the B compensation plan. And then we're going to end with the game plan that you've all been asking for to be able to achieve the rank of diamond. Diamond in this opportunity is a life-changing, rank that, once you get here, you're able to really achieve some of your goals and your dreams. So that is going to be the objective for this call. So right now, I want everyone to get a pen and paper. It's so important. We say that note takers are the money makers. So get a notepad and paper. Get ready to take notes so that you'll be able to apply everything that we are going to go through today. That being said, we're going to dive straight into the opportunity. And first of all, I just want to give some shout outs to some individuals on this call. This launch of Canada has been absolutely incredible. You guys have come in here. You didn't come to compete, but you simply came to dominate. I want to give a shout out to Antoinette, who saw this opportunity and went back to her boss ladies and her team and said, guys, we have found a vehicle that's going to help us to achieve our goals. And you guys didn't come to play games. You have been diligent and focused, not worrying about any distraction, but simply are, you're more loyal to your why than any other vehicle. And that's what I appreciate by everyone in this company who have made a decision to get themselves on board. So first of all, I want to just give a shout out to the stars, those who've hit the first position. We've got Michelle, massive congratulations to you for hitting the position of star. Taja as well, an absolutely incredible individual. Congratulations to you. And Alexis, congratulations to you for hitting the position of star. Absolutely incredible. Then we have Ashley. Ashley, you smashed consultant. Absolutely incredible position. I know all of you guys are getting warmed up. Then we had Denise, who hit Sapphire. And all of these are within days. The average person in our industry can only recruit 2 people in their lifespan. And what you guys have done is done it within days. So Denise, massive congratulations to you. And then a massive congratulations to the boss lady herself, Antoinette, for smashing Ruby. When she made a decision to come over, many doubted, but she's come here showing the way. And I know she's not just running, but reaching out behind her to help all those who are literally going to also do what she's done. And also Denise and Antoinette, massive congratulations on qualifying for the Caribbean cruise. And I know all your ladies are going to qualify. This cruise is about to be turned up. So massive congratulations to all of you guys on what you've done so far. I know this is just the beginning, so massive hats off to you. That being said, we're going to dive straight into what it is that we have. So guys, as you know, this is the back office, bbackoffice.com. That is the website for you to go to your back office, yeah? So you have the dashboard, which is what we're on right now, the commissions, organizations, event subscriptions, resources, shop company news, and support. I'm not going to go through everything, but I'm going to go through the key pieces of information so that you can understand what is going on over here. So as you can see, you will see as you scroll down, learn, trade, and travel. Here are the links to get directly to the other products and services. So on the Learn, you get access to the iGoLearn platform, Wow, Sense, Trade, and Travel. So these are the direct links to get to your back office. Then here you can see your active subscription. So you can see how many days to become inactive. So if it's inactive, you can renew. If you've already got a subscription, you can upgrade. You know, then your promotion status will show you what the next promotion is. You know, how far are you to the next rank? Then when you go down to the snapshot, here's where you can see the volume on your left and the volume on your right. You know, I mean, that will determine, again, in relation to compensation plan, what your next volume is. So guys, for you to check out your commissions, you go to commissions over here. You can see your commissions, how much you've got right now, what's in your commission wallet, and you can transfer it out to your account. Points wallet, we're not going to go into it in too much detail right now, but your commissions, you can actually send it to somebody for them to be able to pay for a package. So let's say someone's card is not working, you know, and they can easily send it to you, the money to you via PayPal or bank transfer. You can then send them points via your commissions in your back wallet for them to then use that directly to get themselves started. So that's a feature that we have, you know. So guys, also what I want to say to you guys is, you know, to get your sign up link, go to organization, enroll new. Now that URL right there now becomes the link that you give to people for them to sign up. Now the best practice for signing people up, what I would say is always enable your holding tank. You know, that's when someone signs up, they will go into your holding tank, then you can place them. Now, if you place somebody wrongly, you know, you can't move them. So just go to your name, you know, click the name, click change settings, then go to binary placement preferences. You will see the holding tank, click edit, tick on enable, click save changes, and that means your holding tank is now active. Every time you give your URL link to somebody, you know, they would now go into your binary holding tanks. When you click binary organization and binary tree viewer, you will see them here where you can click their name and then place them in your binary tree. Yeah. So that's what you can do. Now, the resources is where you can find all the company resources, the presentations in all the different languages, you know, the videos, all the YouTube links. Everyone's asking about how can I get the YouTube links? You can get it from resources. You get all the YouTube links over here. Then you got the videos in different languages and so on and so forth. That's all in your resources. Yeah. Now, if you have an issue with any technical issue, you can't log into anywhere, all you have to do is click support in your top right, click submit a ticket. Then you then log in. Once you log in, you can click what your issue is about. So let's just say it's a payment issue or subscription. Click any of these, go down to submit a ticket, choose the area, whether it's an account, put your subject, your description, your account, and then click submit. The team will then get back to you on that. So that's a whistle stop on the back office. You know, you can check your team, you know, any upcoming promotions, how much percent they have towards it. You can check that. So let's play around your dial-out orders, play around with this, and you'll be able to really get familiarized with this platform. Yeah. So that's the back office. Now, I go learn. You know, you can get this link from your back office, is where you come to get the academy. Now, this is only active if you have a silver and above. A silver iGoLearn or silver elite, then you get access to this. Now, this is the actual full academy for you to be able to learn. So you go to iGoLearn, you click English over here, you click Forex education, click career paths, then you have to enable. You can click learn the basics of Forex, and you can go through this whole academy, 44 videos. You know, you can't move on until you've actually completed the module and answered the test questions. So this is absolutely incredible. So you can do that. Also, Traders Education, iGo Trade Mastery, and intermediate course. You'll find it all on the iGoLearn platform. Yeah. Then you have ProNet. Yeah. ProNet is now going to be changed to World of Wisdom. Yeah. Now here's where you get the live streaming from. The live streaming, yeah, of all the courses. So Forex Basics, Nitro Academy, Gold, Personal Development, Crypto, Stocks. We're still gonna have real estate and e-commerce. So you come here is interstream.com, or you can get it on the platform. It used to be called ProNet. It's now called WOW, World of Wisdom. So here you have the academy here as well. So academy where you can go into the Forex basics and all these courses over here. Live stream is where you get the live education. So you can click the educators that you want and look at their schedule, or you could do it by category. Yeah. Whether it's Forex basics, gold. So all this is here, guys. Just play around with this. You know, it's very absolutely incredible resource. You know, follow these traders. You've got the English guys who are like Christoph. He does gold and I go learn and basics. You've got Justin Adams, you know, and you have Jeff Kirkland and Javed Khan. These are all the English, and Daniel Ching. These are all the English educators that you can tune in. So make sure that you know their schedule, that you tune in. You can also catch the recording as well. Yeah, so that's the ProNet. So here we have formerly known as iGoLux. This is now called Quest. Yeah. So this is our Quest platform. Now I'm going to go through, highlight some of the major features on this website. You know, so you can book your hotels, your cruises, your cars, flights, holiday homes, Lux trips, holiday auction activities, merchant and lifestyle. So literally you put a destination where it is that you want to go. You check in with the dates, and then you click search. Yeah. So what you could do is click, for example, Dubai. Yeah. I want to show you how this works. So your Quest dollars, which is in the top left-hand corner, shows the amount of Quest dollars that you have that you can discount, you know, the hotels. Yeah. So as you search for it, I just want to, when you see a hotel, for example, let's look at the Four Seasons in Dubai. You know, this absolutely incredible hotel that you can go through into Dubai, 5 stars, you know, absolutely immaculate. Yeah. Now you can see it's a 5-star hotel. You can see what the public price is over here across these bookings. The public price is $3,000. Now you can save $1,329. Now that will be taken out from your Quest dollars over here. So you'll be paying in total just over half price for this hotel. Now 20% of what you save goes to you as physical cash. So it will go into your back office as physical cash. And 50% of the saving goes to your upline. Yeah. So 50% of the saving goes to your upline. So when your downline, you know, books and they say, and the person saves, 50% will then go to you. So your bookings, 50% goes to your upline. You only get the fast start, the fast start bonus from this. Yeah. So again, if you just have the gold live, you get 80,000 Quest dollars. If you have the elite gold, if you went straight away for the elite gold, you get 100,000. So that's a way you can upsell individuals. They can get an extra 20,000 Quest dollars simply by going for the elite straight away. You tell them that they can upgrade later on, but they lose out on 20,000 Quest dollars that you can use. Yeah. So again, these are all the hotels that you can go through. Now flights, you know, the prices are very competitive. You don't get discounts on the flights, but they're competitive because the aviation industry is very much regulated. As you can see here are all some of the airlines that we go to right now. So also you can play around with this. We've got merchant gift cards. You know, you can click your wherever you are. If the USA, you've got these gift cards that you can also purchase and give away. And again, they're country specific. Here's the UK gift cards that you can purchase. And then you have lifestyle. You've got the wine club, golf, luxury, residence, worldwide tours. Now, how do you send somebody Quest dollars? You click iSave, yeah? And all you need to click is their name, their last name, their email, and the amount they're going to transfer, yeah? And that's how you give somebody Quest dollars. As you can see, these some Quest dollars I've given out 500, 1,000, 500. Now, a link will get sent to them where they'll literally click the link and they will register on the Quest website. So they now become a registered member. So every time they log on, they register. And then once they've used it, it will say that it's been used, yeah? And that's the Quest dollars, yeah? So I think those are the major questions. Guys, if there's any other questions that you have around Quest, you click support, We have a whole support team. You can actually call, you can actually book your personal concierge. So let's say you wanted to book a hotel and you can actually call the concierge to look for the best hotel for you. Or if you want to do group bookings, the concierge, book a call with them. They're very much helpful. If you want to learn how to change your your reservation, upgrade your luggage, or anything to do with that, book an appointment with the concierge. They will answer any questions that you have. So this is the iGo, not iGo no more. It's Quest. This is the Quest, literally platform. So I think that's it on the Quest. So do the link expire if you don't use it within a certain time? So once you send the link, they don't expire. But if you see that you've sent someone a link, but they haven't used it, you can actually view and cancel it and get back your Quest dollars if they haven't used it. Yeah. So yeah. Any other questions on anything that I've said so far? Any other questions? Obviously, we're gonna have other calls where we have much more detailed products training. But this one, we're just gonna kind of give you an overview so that you can get started with what it is that we have. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna go on to the last product before I hand it over for us to continue. And that last product is the Shift application. Yeah. And then I'll give you a short game plan for the trading, then I'll hand it over. So I'm just going to share my screen. So this is the application, guys. You know, you can actually see right here on the top. If you actually want to do Telegram notifications, you can click there. You go into a Telegram group where you can ensure that you're getting the right notifications. Yeah. So as you can see, guys, the trade comes in. You simply copy and paste each one of them. You can actually filter this so you can see specific strategies or positions or trade ideas from individuals that you want to see. You can actually filter it like that. But one of the features that I want you to see, guys, is the tools. One of the issues that people have with trading is using the right lot size. So we want to let our teams know that you want to use the right lot size to be able to achieve your results. This app is an 80% win ratio. But 80%, you know, the person who wants to get rich quick, when they hit 80%, for some reason that 80% translates to 100%. I don't know what it is, whether it's your trader's mind, but when you hit 80%, it automatically goes to 100%. So now any trade that comes in, you know, you're like, boom, I want to literally go all out because it's an 80% chance I want to go all out and kill a lot sizes. Guys, you are going to blow your account. There are trades on here that hit stop loss. There's no strategy that literally gives you 100% strategy. So yep, 10 are sent. You may be unfortunate and hit the 2. So you want to practice risk management throughout. What you want to say to individual, you see a trade like this, yeah? It's got 60 pip stop loss, GBP AUD, yeah? So before you place any trades, you go to your tools, lot size calculator, your base currency. If you're in the United Canada, it'll probably be Canadian dollars in your account. Let's say your account balance is 500. You then determine what risk you want. We advise 2 to 5%. Let's just say you did 5%. The stop loss was 60. The currency pair was GBP AUD. Then you click calculate for the current price. You click calculate, and if this hits stop loss, you're losing 25 Canadian dollars using 0.04. So that's how you know that, okay, if this hits stop loss, you ask yourself, will you be happy to lose 25 Canadian dollars? If you're not happy, then you lower your risk. Lower the risk if you're not happy. Lower it. 0.01. Yeah. So make sure you use the lot size calculator. But look at the results. Absolutely incredible results from this application. Then you have the mastery course on here as well. So mastery shows you how to use this app. MT4, how to use MT4. No, the current price won't always be one, but I didn't want to go back and look what the current price is. But it won't always be one. You actually put in the current price. So you have the mastery course over here. And also you've got the digital assets and blockchain course over here. Yeah. So you can also use that as well. Then you've got the top pip stars. This actually rates the traders. So you can actually show people, guys, this week, this is what the traders have done. You know, Gustavo hasn't lost a trade. Jeff, 44, 51. He's slightly behind. Justin Adams, 50, no losses. Daniel Ching, 103 pips, positive, 50 negative, and Brian as well. You can see his result over there, and you can have the monthly results as well. And you can actually see which trades they were taking. This app is fully transparent. No trader can hide from their results. No one can hide. No excuses. It's all here, all here. So if they're having a bad week or bad day, you can see it. But this app is absolutely incredible. So again, go through this app and literally go. So the last one I'm going to show you before I hand it over is just a quick game plan that we have for individuals when they join, So what we have here, question is what time zone? I'm not too sure. I'll have to calculate it from what they show. They show the times, but I can find out what time zone. So here's a trader's plan. Yeah. Literally what we have here is our mission is to literally help you to become an independent, consistent, profitable trader. Develop the right mindset, successful habits of traders, the skill to master the strategies needed, and a residual to be able to compound your live account. Now, inside this pack is how to get started, how to maintain consistency, and how to become a master trader. So first of all, you will join the beginners group. We have a beginner, intermediate, and master group. In the beginners group, you will join the beginners Telegram. These are all newbies coming to learn, encouraging each other. Then we have a course, a course that people would want to do, yeah? And this is important that all the beginners do this course. When you come in, you open your demo account, complete the iGo Learn Forex Mastery, make notes on Christoph's iGo Trade Plus training, make notes on how to use iGo Trade or Shift successfully, risk management video, make some notes on the Basic Masterclass Academy, read and make notes of Think and Grow Rich, and you want to gain 100 pips on your demo account. Now, an individual can do this within 2 days, a week, a month. Is up to them, the pace they want to move in. Yeah. So that's it on the beginners. So once the individuals, have actually completed the beginners and they've caught 100 pips on the live account, then they move to the intermediate. Now you get this link from your upline. Now at the intermediate is when you now go live. What that does, it gives you the right foundation. Yes, individuals can go live straight away with the iGo Trade app or the Shift app, but you want to be able to have the right foundation for success. So now the intermediate, you now open up a live account and your goal is to catch 2,000 pips. In our team, we celebrate people when they catch their first 100 pips live, celebrate it. 500 pips, we celebrate you. 1,000 pips, we celebrate you. Up until 5,000 pips, we celebrate you. So here, you want to catch 2,000 pips and finish the intermediate course. And then, last but not least, you go into the Master Traders Group. Now, with the Master Traders Group, we have 2 challenges, depending on how much you want to get started with. You start with $100, you go for the 100 to 10,000 Traders Challenge. If you start with 1,000, it's 1,000 to 10 to 100,000 Traders Challenge. And we do that together, compounding our account, yeah? So guys, that's just an overview. What I went through was the back office. What I went through was the Word of Wisdom platform, the I Go Learn a course, went through the I Go Lux or the Quest platform, and I've showed you as well a game plan with the trading, So now what we're gonna go over, guys, is a bit of the mindset, going detail in the compensation plan, and then give you a game plan to diamond. Yeah. How do you get IBP? So if you don't have the IBP kit, when you log in, there'll be a blue line in the middle of the page above snapshot, which says, if you want to get IBP, click there. So once you've got it, it disappears. That's why I can't show you. But it'll be a blue line in the middle if you haven't got the IBP kit. So you just go to your dashboard and you see it. Right under the travel section, exactly. So guys, without further ado, I'm going to bring on another diamond leader. In fact, he's actually an incredible individual. He's been in the industry for around 6 years, has massive experience, in this industry, had massive success in his previous company. And he came over to be, he was blown away by what it is that we were doing here. And he came here and he smashed diamond in record time, record time. So right now, he's gonna come and show us, and I'm thankful for his time, because it's around 12 a.m. going to 1 a.m. here in the UK. But when you have a heart to help people and you're just here to grind, you're able to sacrifice sleep. So he's gonna break down the compensation plan. I want you guys to really pay close attention, because if you don't understand the compensation plan, you won't be able to know how blessed you are. If you don't understand it, if you don't have nothing to compare it to, you won't know how blessed you are. So he's going to give us the compensation plan breakdown and also give us a game plan to diamond. Who in this chat group is ready to go diamond in this? I want you to drop a number 7 if you're ready to go diamond in this opportunity. Guys, we're not here to compete. We're here to dominate. That being said, I'm going to hand it over to diamond leader, an incredible individual that I have so much respect for, in this industry, somebody who's literally come to break, change the rules and just break up the whole thing. Mr. Jerome Lancaster, over to you, bro.
Good evening, ladies and gents. Well, I should say good afternoon. What time is it right now out in Canada? I can see we've got some people in the Caribbean. What time is it where you guys are? It's currently 12:36 a.m. and 26 seconds where I am. So it's 7:36 for you guys. Incredible. I hope you're enjoying your afternoon. I'm sat down with my wife right now. So we're going to be breaking down and going through a few things. And I'll be honest with each and every one of you. When Michael first came to me and goes, Jerome, I've just started a new organization. Great things are happening. I'd love for you to be able to share a few things to be able to help the team out. I said, no problem at all. I said, it'll be my honor and my privilege, because for myself, and I've always told people this, for myself, more important than making money is having an impact and transforming and changing lives of other people. That for me has always been my goal. So first and foremost, I want to say massive congratulations to absolutely everybody that's on this call. I also want to say a massive, massive, massive congratulations to Antoinette. Wow, wow, wow. 5 days achieving the position of Ruby. Absolutely phenomenal. So I'm going to break today down into 3 sections. I'm going to introduce myself so you guys kind of know me a bit more. I'm then going to go through a few things, give you guys a few pointers, and then I'm going to close off on what is the most important thing, the compensation plan and how to go out and win. For me, I'm not going to do a call teaching you guys how to go crown ambassador. I don't believe in hypocrisy. I would never teach something I haven't done. I was able to achieve diamond within 18 days of being in the company. In fact, if it wasn't for the end of the cycle, I would have achieved presidential diamond within my first 30 days of being in the company. But without that, nonetheless, let me just tell you a bit about my story. So my background, as some of you may know, I studied business and law at university. So I studied business and law, graduated, became a magistrate's judge. So I became a judge in the United Kingdom at a very, very young age. The legal career is a field you can get in from a very young age. So at 20 years old, going on 21, a friend of mine introduced me to an industry called network marketing. And I'm going to be very honest with you guys. For me, for those that know me, I'm very transparent. I'm very honest, very to the point. A friend of mine introduced me to my first ever network marketing company. This company is called ACN, All Communication Network. In fact, ACN's huge in Canada. I have a lot of friends in Canada, Montreal, Canada, to be specific. So ACN's phenomenal for me. In fact, I'll tell you guys a few things. So I saw ACN. I saw my first company. I didn't get involved straight away because I was one of those people that was quite skeptical. Some of you may have been, well, I doubt any of you guys are skeptical because you guys achieve results so quickly. But I was quite skeptical because for me, I come from what some would consider a struggling background. In fact, I was born as a twin. My twin passed away. My younger brother, Aldine, was in hospital for 12 years with a bowel disorder, with a colostomy bag attached to his side, was unable to go to the toilet for about 50 years of his life. My mum was a carer. She then ended up looking after my brother for full term. And after being a carer, she was, of course, working night shifts. My younger sister was going to school in the daytime. So I watched, my mum literally didn't get to watch her own daughter grow up. So for me, growing up, it was quite hard. I'm actually one of 8, originally come from Jamaica. And I say this to tell you guys, I know what struggle is. And I'm not here to, blow smoke up anyone's bum or make you guys feel any type of way. I want you guys to understand, first and foremost, I am a real human being. I'm not one of these people that get fluffed up with position and hype. I feel that's egotistical, that's prideful. I'm a Christian and I believe God resists the proud and gives grace to the humble. So for me, I grew up in struggle. So when I saw network marketing for the very first time, I was like, no way. I was like, this doesn't make sense. How can somebody like me, an ordinary person, get involved in such an industry and be able to have the promise that the industry was saying? Talking about residual income. I didn't even know what residual income was. They're saying, do something that wants to get paid for every month. They're talking about time and money balance and freedom. And I said, I've watched my parents work tirelessly. I've watched my father work 3 jobs tirelessly and was unable to be able to provide the quality of life that we wanted. And not because he wasn't a good man, he just didn't have the means to. So I said no to the industry for 6 months. After 6 months, a friend introduced me, and somebody I knew, had a lot of respect for. And when he introduced me to the business, number one, I knew him. And because I knew him, I was like, I know he's not going to invite me to something that's not trustworthy. Number 2, it was the second time I had the company, and I'd now seen that people are getting involved. And I understood in life there's 2 pains, pain of regret or pain of discipline. I knew getting involved, it wasn't going to be easy. But what I didn't realize is that if I was to get involved and give up my absolute all, the life-changing experience I'd experience. In fact, within 6 months, I was making more than £10,000 a month. Now, right now, I know today you guys might be thinking, well, people are beating those records, but you can imagine I'm 20 years old at this time. By 21, I was making 10,000 a month. Within 2.5 years, I became a regional vice president in the company, the second highest position in the company, revenue the company more than 10 million in commissions in terms of volume. And it was phenomenal. It was amazing. I completely transformed my life. My mum actually had a stroke along my journey, but she was able to stop working, still doesn't have to work to this day. I give my mum money every single week. My mum actually fell ill, was able to provide for her health care. My dad is now got his own hotel in Jamaica. Since this incredible experience of network marketing, I've been able to get married, have an incredible 4-bedroom house, 2 bathrooms, looking at goals and desires and dreams of course, starting our own final home. I call it a final home. My wife calls it a mansion. She's quite bougie. So this is how the industry has changed my life. So I say this to tell you guys this. I was in my previous company for 6 years. I loved the company, every bit of me. I always tell people it's a phenomenal opportunity, but the reason why I stopped building that company, the reason why I left is this. I had to become honest with the facts. And I want you guys to understand this. You have to become honest with the facts. You have to ask yourself this question. What is it that you want? You see, a lot of people follow a leader. A lot of people follow a mentor. A lot of people stick to an opportunity because of the hype, because of the fluff. But when you have to ask yourself, are you actually in a vehicle that's going to enable you to achieve your goals? For most people, the answer is no. See, for me, as great as that company was, as much as I was in love with the company, I knew I wasn't going to be able to achieve the goals I desired in that company. I just knew that was the 100% truth. So I had to sit back, and I always tell people, whenever looking at network marketing, look at 4 things. Timing. Number 1 is timing. You see, you can join the right company at wrong timing. I'll say again, you can join the right company, wrong timing. There are some companies today where the timing's gone past. You see, we call them legacy companies. You see, you might know companies like Herbalife, ACN, Amway, Nu Skin. All of them are great companies, by the way. I have nothing bad to say about them. But they're legacy companies. They no longer create new success stories. Then the second type of company you have is what we call flashbang companies. Companies that come up and then they go. They don't last for about 2 years. They're not around for 2 years, normally around about 6 months, 18 months, then they're gone. Then you have the third set of companies. We call them next-gen companies. Next-gen companies are companies that take advantage of technology and go on to achieve a lot of success. And if you guys even check right now, Business for Home, you see a lot of new companies upcoming. And these are great opportunities to look at. I tell everybody, look at them. But the final thing is you have to see an opportunity that isn't only doing well now, but is going to be well for the long term. You see, this is what makes B so phenomenal. Because this is a company that's not only doing well now, we have not even started. When you guys understand the products that's about to come out, you understand the vision of the founders. I always tell people this, one of the greatest blessings that we have is we have founders that are young and are not yet billionaires. I'll say it again. We have founders that are young and not yet billionaires. Why is that a good thing? Because once you become a billionaire, you immediately lose that desire, that hunger, and that work ethic. You see, because you've got more money than you could ever spend in the rest of your life. So in a lot of these companies where the founders have made hundreds of millions for years and years and years on end, they've now lost that drive. They lost that hunger. In fact, they don't mind if the company goes down and they lose momentum. They're already filthy rich. We have founders that have been in the field, made millions of pounds, have now applied themselves to creating a company to help other people achieve generational wealth. You must understand that. So whenever looking at a network marketing company, look at 4 things. Timing. No better company than B when it comes to timing. Number 2 is product. Not something that you like. I always tell people this. We never get involved in the industry to do something that we like. Most people get involved in the industry to make money. Here's a question. I want to ask this question to everyone right now. If you're listening on the chat, if you join this industry, and be honest with yourself, was solely to make more income, was solely to change your life around, just tell me now. Say, Jerome, you're speaking to me. If you join this industry solely to make income, you join this industry to make an impact in your own life financially, just tell me, say, Jerome, that is me. I'm not going to lie to you. I joined this to make a lot of money. I didn't join to be a part of the fan club. It's fine. Some people join to be a part of the fan club. So someone said, you're talking to me. Okay, I can see it. You guys keep going. I just want to see, out of the 58 people, I don't know how many people I'm actually speaking to. Okay, so there's a few of you. Okay, so for you, okay, a lot more people are messaging now. Okay, awesome. If your goal is to make income, and by the way, guys, there's no shame in it. There's no shame in wanting to make money. We all need it. We all need to make income. Money makes the world goes round, as they say. If you're in it to make income, it means the second most important thing after timing has to be compensation plan. And I want to talk about the compensation plan in a minute. Before I joined this business, by the way, I was presented 4 other network marketing companies. 4 other network marketing companies. I'll mention one of them to you because I believe some of you came from that company. iMarkets, one of my close friends actually joined. He's now a chairman 10 in that company. I was presented IM. In fact, I was very close to joining IM until I saw this opportunity. I saw the compensation plan and it said, I realized how much better it was. I'm going to break that down to you guys in a moment. The third thing that you look at, so we've gone through timing, we've gone through compensation plan. The third thing, of course, is product. And then 4th thing, most important, is leadership. So always understand these 4 things. So my ultimate goal with you guys today is to go through 2 things. Number 1, the mentality to win and succeed. But number 2 is the compensation plan. But I know Michael went through a few things and I was listening to him. There's a few things I just want to follow up with, just to ensure that we all have this whilst I'm getting the compensation plan up, and then I can go through a few things with you. If you're taking notes, please take note on these few things which may have been missed out or you may not have been able to understand when Michael's breaking it down. The first thing that I want to understand, and I'm going to talk about the products first, the trading, the travel. Please use the travel concierge service. There's things on the website that you might be like, oh, how do I upgrade someone's luggage, etc. Please use the concierge service. They are your eyes and ears. They are like your personal PAs on travel. The second thing is this, very important. You get the majority of the savings on a gold package. If you join on a gold package or a silver package, the amount of Lux dollars that you can use on a trip does change. Very important for you to understand. If you have a gold package, let's say there's a trip that's, let's say, $1,000, you might see on your one, it says, oh yeah, you can use $800. So you're only having to pay $200. If the exact same, if someone went for the exact same hotel and they're also a member of this business, but they're on a silver package or bronze package, they're not going to get the same savings as you. Remember, we get maximum savings on gold package. On the bronze package, so on the silver package, you only get 90%, and on the bronze, it's 70%. Always remember this. So this is another reason for everybody to have the gold package. You get more savings made available to you. The third thing is I want you to understand how the discounts work. On hotels and resorts, you get up to 75% discount. On everything else, you get between 30 to 50% discount. And on flights, there are no guaranteed discounts, even though you will sometimes see flights that are cheaper than you can find online. It does happen, but we say there's no guarantee because that's the only thing that we don't have the 110% price match guarantee on, right? So very, very, very important. Now, here's the final thing. When you acquire a customer on travel, 50% of the saving also counts towards your volume. So please, guys, the reason I'm telling you guys these things is when I go through the compensation plan, it's all going to make sense. So remember, number one, use a concierge service. They help you with anything, for example, upgrading and so on and so forth. 2, if you're a gold member, you get more discount than silver and bronze members. Thirdly, on the travel, up to 75% on hotels and resorts, 30 to 50% on everything else, no guaranteed savings on flights. And then you get up to 50% off, 50% of the volume, so which is 50% of the savings counts towards your team volume. Now on the trading side, a few notes for you guys to take on the trading. Number one, most important thing with trading is your risk management. I'll say this again, risk management. Now, why am I telling you guys this? I'm not treating you all like new people. I'm treating you like leaders, like I speak with my leaders. Number one rule is risk management. You see, you're going to have a sustainable business, especially in a business where you have monthly subscriptions. You sustain your business by people's win ratio. You see, nobody likes to keep losing money. People only lose money in trading when they either one, gamble. Remember, we're not a gambling company. We're educators. We understand how to read the foreign exchange market. So number one, people lose money when they gamble or they have bad risk management. So number one, have good risk management. Number two, see the top traders. You see how Michael showed you how you guys can see what traders have got the best win ratio. Look at who they are. Because if you follow the person that's got the most accurate signals, you're increasing your win ratio. Remember, the app is an average of 80% win ratio. But if you're following somebody, for example, like Gus, that has no losses all week and had no losses last week, well, you're going from 80% to like 99%. It's never going to be 100%, but you increase your win ratio percentage. The next thing is now currency. Understand the 3 things that you need to identify when it comes to copy and pasting any trade is the currency, whether you're buying and selling, which TP, so TP1, TP2, etc., and the stop loss. Very important you have these 4 things down. Some people only copy and paste and end up entering in the wrong stop loss, therefore losing a lot more than they bargained for. Or some people see a trade, and because they feel like they're investing into a trade, they just assume it's a buy trade. Not true. A lot of trades you're going to be betting will be sell trades. It can only go one of 2 ways, buy or sell, 50-50. So always make sure you check and also check the currency. Remember, some currencies look very similar. Some see like the AUD, NZD, and they get that muddled up with the USD, NZD, for example, for some reason. Always make sure that you're checking your currency. Finally, you should only be on your demo account for 5 days. Do not aim to be on your demo account for any more than 5 days. Why not? Because if you get used to using money that isn't your own, you're going to become fearful of using what is. Our ultimate goal is to put you in a position to make as much money as possible. So by your second week, so everyone that's got involved in this business, by next week, you should be live. Okay, so let's now get into the fun stuff. So I just wanted to clarify those things because I wanted you guys to make sure that you're all in the best possible position. So let's get started. Let me just slide. Okay. Play slide. Okay. So there's a few things I want to go through with each and every one of you. Okay. So, and by the way, if anyone's doing any messages, I can't see now, but I will occasionally come off and then go back to it and break things down. Okay. So how do you succeed in this business? How do you become a phenomenal? How do you achieve mass success? Simple. First thing is mindset. You have to understand this. You can only achieve according to your level of belief. There's a great saying that goes like this. And I want you to write this down and really make it resonate with you and understand. Because you have to understand the battle is won or lost in the mind. Those that say yes or those that say no are always going to be right. If you say that you're going to achieve something, you will achieve it. If you begin to doubt, worry, or have concerns, you'll never achieve it. Because doubt comes in as a thief in the night to rob you of your victory. Doubt comes in as a thief in the night to rob you of your victory. The first thing you have to have is a complete assurance that in this season, this is going to be the vehicle to help you achieve your financial goals and dreams. First thing you have to have. You see, if you have any doubt or concerns, you're never going to completely commit to this industry or this business. Understand, in this industry, there's only 4 phases. Phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4. What are these phases? Phase 1 is when you're doing one of 2 things. You're actively recruiting new people, and number 1. And number 2, you're trading or selling travel packages. If a day goes by and you've not done one of those 3 things, got a travel package, traded, or recruited, then you're not building the business. I'm sorry to tell you, but everything else is just a lie. They're the only 3 things that we get paid from in this business. We don't get paid for attending presentations with no guests. We don't get paid for motivational speaking. We don't get paid for watching YouTube videos. We don't get paid for just analyzing the charts without making a trade. Phase 1 is trading, providing people booking travel, and you actively recruiting people. 2 of these things we should be in on a day-to-day basis. Of course, travel, global pandemic, we can't do that every day. But every one of us should be placing a trade daily, 1, and number 2 should be recruiting daily. Even if you got involved in this business to be a networker, you should still be trading daily. Why? Because you begin to teach what you preach. You can only teach somebody to do what you're doing. So number 1, and by the way, this is coming from somebody that prior to 50 days ago, I'd never placed a trade in my life. I'd never done trading. Trading wasn't for me. In fact, I had negative views on trading. So number 1, phase 1, recruit, trade, travel. What is phase 2? Phase 2 is analyzing. Phase 2 is when you still do these things, but on a lower degree, because you're analyzing everything else. You're looking at the compensation plan, you're speaking with people, you're looking at other opportunities. Therefore, you're doing the business, but you're not in the business. This is when your momentum begins to slow down. The third stage that you have in this industry is phase 3, managing. Be careful. Managing is when you begin to tell other people what to do and you're not doing the same thing. You start telling people, how many guests do you have today? And you have no guests. How much have you made through trading? And you've not placed the trade. Phase 3 is one of the most scariest places to be. Because whilst you're in phase 3, blaming other people for you not achieving your success, everybody else is actually winning. You see, when you think this business, for those of you that right now that's been in this business maybe 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5 days, and you've not personally signed up nobody yet, here's what I want to tell you. In that same time, somebody else went and hit Ruby in 5 days. You see, some of you in this business haven't even achieved the position of star yet, only having to recruit 2 personal people. However, very important, however, there are other people that in the time you've been in business have already made thousands of pounds. You see, when you begin to get into phase 3 and blaming, there's somebody else that's proving you wrong. And the final stage is phase 4. It's the time when you leave. We call this blame stage. Understand these 4 phases. It's okay to end up going between 1 and 2, but get back to number 1 as quick as possible. I say this to prepare you all for the journey ahead. I would be lying to you if I told you that this journey was easy. You see, in the beginning, you heard that I became diamond within 18 days. It's absolutely true, I did. In fact, within my first 3.5, 4 weeks of being in the business, I made more than £40,000, right? With more $40,000, sorry, within my first 3 weeks of being in the business. Very, very, very true. But that came at a price of consistency, hard work. And I did this hard work because the compensation plan was phenomenal. So let's now break down the compensation plan and the earning methods. You see, the first earning method in a the first earning message in this compensation plan is personal recruits. If you are a gold member, you now get paid. If you're a gold member, you now get paid 20% for anyone that you personally introduce to the business. So phase 2 is analyzing. So phase 1, so just to recap quickly, guys, phase 1 is actively recruiting people on a day-to-day basis, using trading and placing trades, and of course, booking travel holidays. Phase 2 is analyzing. So you might still be attending meetings with 1 or 2 guests, but not really as much as you was in phase 1. And you're analyzing what's happening and maybe looking at other opportunities. Phase 3 is managing, when you begin to tell other people what to do and you're not doing it. And phase 4, very important to understand, phase 4 is blame game. You blame people for why it's not working for you, even though it's working for so many other people in the company, and then you end up quitting. You see, nobody quits the business because the business doesn't work. They quit the business because they're unwilling to do the work required to win. So the first way that we get paid in this business, first income method, once you become an IBP, this is outside the products now, guys, so just focus on the comp plan, is what we call recruitment bonuses. If you are a gold member, only for gold members, you make 20%. And by the way, I must say this, only ever join this business on a combo. Never, ever join on a singular package. Let me show you. Never, ever join this business on a singular package. Don't join this business on something like this. Bronze, silver, or gold on just trading or travel. Why? Because you only get recognized for all of the volume when you have a combo. Very important. If you join this business and you have a trading package, if people join your business on a combo, you won't see the entire volume on your distribution. You only see the trading volume. So it means you're going to see half of the volume. So if you have travel, the exact same, you don't see no trading volume. If somebody gets a combo, you only see half of their combo volume. So very important to understand, you only see the volume for the subscription that you've enrolled to. You only see the volume for the subscription that you've enrolled to. So number one, everybody get a combo, worst case bronze. And I don't ever promote bronze, but worst case bronze, because you're now entitled to all volumes. So you get paid upon all volume provided. So very, very first important thing for us to all know. So let's now continue. So as a gold member, you make 20% on anyone that you personally recruit. And if you're bronze or silver, you now make 10%. So for example, if you're a gold combo and you introduce somebody else that joins on a gold combo, well done, you just made $300 of fast start bonus. This doesn't stop, it's unlimited. If you recruited 10 people on a gold combo, you just made $3,000 just in recruitment bonuses. If you was a bronze member, then you'd make half of that for recruiting the same person. Real simple. So income number one is referral bonuses. If you're a gold member, you make 20%. And if you are a bronze or silver, you make 10%. Very important. The second thing I want to go through, and I'm going through this in a lot of detail, and I am going to compare here with a few other compensation plans. And what makes this compensation plan so much different? You see, this business is all volume-based. It's not people-orientated. I'll say again, it's volume-based, not people-orientated. Even though the volume comes through people, there's no set amount of people that you need to hit any rank. There's 3 ways of achieving positions in this, well, there's 3 ways of building volume in this business. Write this down, because this business is volume. There's only 3 ways to get volume. Number 1 is new people joining your business. When a new person joins your business, you now get volume for that new member. That volume remains for that cycle. Now, bear this with me. If you've got any questions, please ask in the chat because I will answer it. Today's about being clear. The first way you get volume is by signing new people. Let's say somebody joins as a gold combo in your group, you make 900 volume for that person. If somebody joins your business as a silver combo, you make 570 volume for that person. Somebody joins as a bronze combo, you make 190 volume for that person, for that cycle. On your back office, you will see where it says commission cycle ends and it's in 3 weeks' time. Now, what happens the following month? This volume number 2 comes into play. When people now pay their monthly subscription, you're now going to get $100 volume per person. So now you don't lose your rank. Let's say you hit a rank, the following month you don't hit your rank. Your volume resets, it resets in the entire company. And as people pay their monthly subscription, the volume then comes back on. Then any new person that you sign adds on top of the existing volume. So method number 1 to get volume is signing new people. Method number 2 of getting volume is monthly subscriptions. Method number 3, 50% of all savings done on Quest counts towards your volume. So let's say you had 10 people in your team and these 10 people went out there and gave away $1,000 of volume each. That's now 10,000 volume. Now, if people use that, well, 50% of that counts as your volume. So 5,000 of that 10,000 will count towards your overall volume. It is that simple. Now, let's now begin to do some comparisons. Number one, this is a binary system. You only build 2 organizations. Unlike other companies where you build 3 and more. Let me tell you the major benefits, and I'll also tell you the cons. The only con, which means bad, thing in a binary compensation plan, the only con is the people that get involved earliest increase their chances of succeeding significantly. In fact, the first 2 people that join your business almost have a 80% chance of having a phenomenal return. Because anyone that joins after the first 2 has to go underneath them. In fact, for you to progress to any other position, you need at least 50% of your volume coming underneath these 2 people. So if you happen to invite some random person that you don't really like, and then your best friend goes underneath them, but that person that you didn't like happens to be benefiting. That's the only negative thing about binary. Once your top 2 spots are taken, you can never replace it. That is it. Those spots are gone. You can't sign somebody else later on to take that top spot. It's not like a matrix business like my previous company where you can have 6 legs or more and you just keep signing people. So number one, binary, you only have 2 organizations. Very important for you to understand. I'll give you another comparison. Some companies do a 3-legged business where you have 40, 40, 20 split. In my opinion, as good as this looks or sounds, it is not sustainable. In fact, I would go as far as saying the company is always making money off you rather than you making money from the company. Because you can never, ever get a 40, 40, 20 split. For example, I know there's a company, for you to make 10,000 a month, you need to have 500 people, 200 one line, 200 another line, 100 another line. So 200, 200, 100. The reality is, for you to get to this position, you're never going to have a team like that. Team number 1 might have like 350 people. Team number 2 might have 200 people. So you've already got more than the 500 people that you needed. But because your third line didn't have 100 people, you're paid at the rank beforehand. So you're losing out on a fortune. All that money goes to your upline and the company. The moment now, your third line now gets up there. So you needed 500 people to hit this rank, but you've now got 700 people. You've now hit the rank. Now you get paid out at the 10 grand mark, nothing more, which I believe is you being overworked and underpaid. So in a binary system, you're always paid according to your work ethic. You can never outwork the system. So we build 2 organizations. So very important for you to understand that. And the benefit here is, of course, you only have to focus on 2 organizations. As long as you have the minimal requirement of volume per line, great. You're going to get paid the maximum compensation plan, even if you just scrape by the position by like $1. So very important to understand. So you build 2 organizations, volumes accumulated 3 ways. So let's now talk about advancing up. And there's a few things I want to go through here. So here's a major benefit of this business. You can hit high ranks with very few people based upon subscriptions. And yes, the following month, the volume is going to go back down. It doesn't mean you've missed out, you lost your position. It now means in the new cycle, you just have to regain that volume. And it's always going to be less the second and then third month. Why would it be less? Because remember, when people pay their monthly subscriptions, that volume is going to come back on anyways. Real simple. So how do you become a star? Remember, to become a star, you need to introduce 2 people to the business. So you personally enroll 2 partners. Now, these 2 people have to be customers, not IBPs. I know there are some of you that have recruited people to the business and they upgrade to IBP straight away. So your volume is there, but you're like, why am I not a star? It's because they are IBPs. To become a star, they have to be customers, not IBPs. So I personally believe what you should do in signing people is you sign 2 people, let them join as just customers. And once they have their first 2 people, then make them upgrade to IBP. Why? Because now they become star. There's no point in them becoming IBP straight away. You can sign someone beforehand, before you become IBP. You can sign a team. It just means you won't get paid upon them until you become IBP. They can only get paid upon them when they have 2 personal people they've invited. So very important. So to become a star, you need to invite 2 personal people. How do you become a consultant? You need a minimum of 2,400 volume, 1,200 coming from your weaker line. Now, let's just say the average subscription was silver. I know on this call, we got loads of people on gold, some people on bronze, but the average is silver. So I want to talk in terms of averages. This is like having 5 people join your business as a silver combo. Well done, you now become a consultant. Now, I'm saying this not to promote silver combo, because the best is gold. But I know some people say, well, everybody doesn't join on gold. If it was on gold packages, by the way, just so you're aware, then you only needed 3 people. So real simple. So consultant, 5 people on a silver combo, well done. You're making $500 a month, as long as you maintain the volume. Now, here's the beautiful thing about this. Very, very important. To become a consultant, it doesn't matter the amount of people that you have that you've personally introduced. You just need volume. Now, what do I mean by that? Let's say you introduced 2 people to the business, right? And they became IBP straight away. And let's say they invite 2 people that same day. You can go from a IBP straight to consultant and skip star, as long as you've got the volume requirement. So for me, for example, I never in this business became a star. In fact, my true story is I became a sapphire within 24 hours. I joined up and I signed everybody straight away. Within 24 hours, I became a sapphire. Right. So, and I say that just so you guys are aware, I was probably consultant for about 4 minutes in between signing people. Maybe 4 minutes I was consultant. So I never saw it say consultant, but of course, while signing people, then the system must have went to consultant. Then by the time I signed the other few people, went straight to sapphire. So how do you now become a sapphire? You need 8,000 volume, 4,000 in your weaker organization. That's like having 15 people on a silver combo. Now, if it was on a gold combo, just so you guys are aware, so you're aware of it, and this is what you guys should all be promoting, this is like having 9 people. 9 people on a gold combo makes you a sapphire making 1,500. I believe sapphire is a position that everybody realistically within their first week should be achieving. In your first 5 days, it is very normal for you to be able to go to sapphire. Why? If you join this business, is it likely that we can invite our first 5 friends to join the business on our first day? Yes. Can those 5 people introduce 1 person for the rest of the week? Yes. So sapphire should be able to be achieved by everybody within their first 5 days. Just my personal belief. If that isn't your story, no problem. We still got another 5 days to go. So how do you become a Ruby? Now, we got the amazing Antoinette. Now, Antoinette, I love your name. Why? Because my sister's name is also Antoinette. And you became Ruby extremely quickly, which is phenomenal. 5 days, amazing achievement. To become Ruby, you need 28,000 volume. If this is based on gold packages, it's like 31 people, real simple. And if you was basing this on the silver packages, this is like 50 people. You are now Ruby. We then go into Emerald, 8,500, then Diamond, 30,000, all the way up to Crown Ambassador. You guys can see whatever volume you see here, that's for your weaker line, times it by 2, that's the total volume that you need. So let's now talk about how we can actually rank up in these positions. In my opinion, the best way, the easiest way for somebody to go Ruby is to sign 10 people and help them sign 5 people. Easiest way. Or if everyone's doing gold combos, you sign 10 people and help those 10 people sign 3 people. You'll be able to go Ruby realistically, like Antoinette did within your first week. An average person that has no network marketing experience can go Ruby within 2 weeks of being in the company. It's very realistic that we all know 10 people that want to make more additional income, especially in the times that we're in today. Therefore, if you invite 10 people that all join on a gold combo and they just invited 3 people each, you would be a Ruby in this business. The exact same philosophy applies to Emerald and the same philosophy applies to Diamond. So my goal right now is going to be able to teach you guys through experience how I was able to achieve Diamond within 18 days. And I want this message to go out to each and every one of you so you can also build. Number 1, you have to remember the first philosophy in network marketing. Phase 1 is what pays you. So if you want to go Diamond in this business, you need to do number 1, you need to be the number 1 recruiter in your distribution. Don't ever rely on your team to build for you. Now, I'm not talking to Antoinette here. I'm talking to everybody else. I'm not talking to Antoinette, I'm talking to everybody else. Don't rely on Antoinette and the other leaders to help you get to your goal. You take responsibility into your own hands. So number 1, you be the number 1 recruiter in your business. If your sponsor or your upline is recruiting and putting more people in your team than you are, you should be ashamed. There's something that's not right. You be the number 1 recruiter in your business. Phase 1. The second thing is you should have I would say, an advanced knowledge on all of the products. You see, you can run to Sapphire, Ruby quite quickly, maybe even be able to hit Emerald. But Diamond, you're not going to be able to blag it to Diamond. Because by the time you end up getting to diamond, people are now going to start asking questions. People are going to start saying things such as, how do I place a trade? What trades do I take? Why isn't this working? Why isn't that working? Etc., etc. Therefore, the second most important thing after being in phase one, second most important thing is understanding to a good degree the knowledge of the product. This doesn't mean you have to become an expert. This doesn't mean you have to be making thousands of pounds trading. You might only be making $50 a day at this point in trading. But you have to have a good understanding of the products, i.e. the trading, the education, and the travel. Why? Because you're going to have to begin to teach others on how to be able to use the service. Otherwise, as quick as people join is as quick as they will leave. People join due to excitement. They stay because of results. So let's repeat. Number one, phase one. Number two, of course, is knowledge. Number three is identifying leaders. Third most important thing in this industry, in this company, is identifying leaders. You see, for you to go diamond, by default, you're going to produce at least 4 emeralds, So you need to be able to find people that can work according to your work rate. You see, I was always taught this in network marketing. You never actually have a position until you've produced somebody of that same position in your business. So those of you that right now that said, oh yeah, I'm a sapphire, became a sapphire in a few days. You're not a sapphire. You're only a sapphire when you've helped somebody else in your organization go sapphire. You see, that is duplication. Like I said, leadership has nothing to do with money. It has everything to do with those that you help do the things that you've already done. You see, everybody is leading somebody else, but not everybody is a leader. Everybody is leading somebody else, but not everybody is a leader. I've seen people that lead their dogs in the park. Doesn't make them a leader. They're just leading somebody or leading something, leading a dog. Everybody is leading somebody, not everybody is a leader. What is the attribute of a leader? A leader has the ability to teach others to do what they have done. So this is why I say, for you to become diamond, you're gonna have to produce a minimum of 4 emeralds. So you wanna be, if you're looking for your 4 emeralds, each emerald's gonna have at least 2 rubies. So think about it. To become diamond, you need 4 emeralds, which means you need 8 rubies. You see? So you have to have the ability to duplicate. Third thing, you want to go diamond, have the ability to duplicate what you've already done. Nobody in the history of this company went up to diamond, etc. by blagging it, by not having no knowledge. Believe me, as quick as you get up there, as quick as you come down. And the fourth thing, most importantly, is you have to have a vision. Where are you going and where are you taking those that are following you? I'll say again, where are you going and where are you taking those that are following you? Yeah, it'll be sent out. Can anyone send me a recording of the full session after, please? Yeah, we'll get that sent out. Okay, perfect. Sorry. So let's go through those 4 things again to become diamond. Number 1, you have to be the number 1 recruiter in your team, phase 1. Number 2, remember, so number 1, you have, and I'm going to keep repeating these things because I know people taking notes. Number 1, if you want to become diamond, is you have to be the number 1 recruiter in your team. Number 2, is you have to have a good understanding of all of the products, trading and travel, and be using them on a day-to-day basis. Number 3, you have to have the ability to duplicate leadership. Teach others to do as you have done in good timing. You see, if it takes you 5 months or 6 months or 7 months to become Ruby, you don't want to be teaching that same habit. Now, is it bad? No. Making 4,000 a month after 5 months, you're not doing that in your job. But in network marketing, where it's based upon momentum, you want to be having quick success and teaching others to do the exact same thing. This is how you have sustained momentum. So the third thing is duplication, teaching others to do as you have done. And the final thing is having a vision. Where are you going and where are you taking people to? You see, the most important thing, in my opinion, in network marketing is your vision. Where are you going and where are you taking people to? You see, here's my philosophy. My ultimate goal is in the next 11 months. I said 12 months, but of course, 1 month's already gone by. So every month goes by, I got my goal. Is in my first 12 months to build an organization of 50,000 people. I want to help more than 50 people achieve the position of diamond in 10 different countries around the world. In the next 3 months, I want to build a team of 5,000 people. You see, I have a very clear and distinctive goal. Those that are in my group that I work with know this goal. Therefore, there's no confusion, there's no nothing. Everyone knows where I'm going. So we all now apply the work ethic to get there. So what is your goal? If your goal is just, oh, I want to hit Ruby, your goal's far too small. You see, you're thinking small is you're thinking big is somebody else is thinking small. Begin to develop the level of your belief. Begin to increase your vision. Begin to have a vision board. Write these things down. You see, you adopt these 4 principles, you're going to go diamond in record-breaking time. Let me just use Antoinette as an example. The reality is Antoinette can very, very, very easily become diamond in the next 2 weeks. You see why? Within her first 5 days, she's probably got about 30 odd thousand volume now, but in 5 days was able to get to Ruby, 28,000 volume. Well, if you're able to do that in 5 days, what you can do in 10 days? If you just doubled that, you're already on 60,000 volume. That's just doubling what you've done. That means within 5 days from now, you're already emerald. Now you've got 60,000 volume. You've got people that you've been in business 10 days that are all a part of that momentum. It means that 60,000 volume will go up at least 4 times. Well done. You're now diamond. Done and dusted. So the reality is, and I'll just say Anthony, I know there's many of you that are really close. Someone said it's already done. I don't know who I'm speaking to. Who is Marathon Continues? It's already done. The reality is, every one of you on this call, every one of you, there's 51 of you on this call, every one of you can achieve minimal emerald within the next 2 weeks. Diamond within a month, of course, based on your positioning, your work ethic, etc., etc. It comes down to you. 4 things. Being the number 1 recruiter. If you're the number 1 recruiter, you should be having a minimal of 4 guests a day. 4 guests a day. I know amongst me and my group, I do 2 group calls, but many calls throughout the day. But I do 2 group calls throughout the day. And if you're a leader, you have 2 guests on each call. You should have a minimum of 4 guests a day. Why? Because if you do this over 6 days of the week, let's say you take 1 day off, and let's say of those 4 people that you invite, at least just 1 sign, it means you get 1 sign up a day, 6 people a week, 24 people a month just from yourself. If those 24 people only went out there and built a team of 3 people each, that's 72 people. You'd be an emerald minimum. If all you do is invite 4 people a day and only one of those 4 joined, and those 26 people that joined your business only was able to recruit 3 people, you're already minimal of an emerald. That simple. So number 1 skill is you must be a master recruiter. Let's be specific. You're recruiting at least 4 people every single day with at least 1 sign up. Number 2 is you have knowledge of the product. So those that you're recruiting, you're able to lead, guide, and protect so that they have the right knowledge to be able to get the right products, get the right results from the product. Number 3 is duplication. Duplicating the skills that you have. Duplicating what you've been able to achieve so they can now go on to achieve the exact same thing. And number 4, most importantly, is have vision. So guys, I can see a few people talking in the chat. Here's the ad training at 9 p.m. Let's recruit on autopilot. Let's go recruit. Someone said, wow. Taja. Someone said tick. Okay, perfect. So hopefully, guys, that helps you guys understand the conversation in a bit more detail, but it doesn't stop there. You see, we now have uni-level matching bonuses. If you're a gold member, anyone that you personally introduced to the business as a gold member, you make an additional 10% on their monthly override. So let's say, for example, you invited Michael. Michael's a diamond. You'll be making an extra $3,000 a month just from him alone. Let's say, for example, you introduce Antoinette. You're now making an extra $400 a month just from her. Now, there's no limit to the number of people you can recruit. Let's say you personally recruit 10 people when these 10 people all achieve Ruby. Outside of every other income, you're making an extra $4,000 a month. This income alone is why in the compensation plan, these numbers here are not true. And it's not true for a good reason. And this is why I said that what makes this business so much better than every other opportunity. You see, in this business, when you become a Ruby, 4,000 is the absolute bare minimum you could ever make. The reality is the average Ruby is making between 6,000 to 7,000. The average Emerald is making about 10 to 12,000. The average Diamond is making between 35 and 40,000. Average Presidential Diamond is making about 70,000. Average Royal Diamond is making about 140. Average Ambassador is making about 300 to 320. Average Royal Ambassador is making about 650. And the average Crown Ambassador would be making about 1.5 million. Why? Because here, you're making additional income, uni-level matching bonuses. And then, of course, we have generational bonuses. You have to be of a particular rank, and it means you make an additional percentage on anybody in your organization that now hit these ranks. So, for example, let's say you are an Emerald, Your first generation emerald, you'll make an extra 5% on them, even if you didn't recruit them. So very, very important for you to guys understand. So I hope that helps you guys understand the compensation plan in a lot more detail. Like I said, the emphasis and the focus here is this, is to number one, know the product. Number two, to be a major, major, major recruiter. Number three, to duplicate the results that you have. And number four, having a vision. People don't do as you say, they do as you do. They're willing to follow you as long as you have somewhere that you're leading them to. This business has been an honor, a blessing for me and my family. In fact, we've been able to do things in the last few weeks that we didn't think was going to do in such a short period of time. My advice to you guys is dig in, dig deep, especially those of you that are in Canada. Canada has one of the hugest populations. Canada people want to make an additional income. Canada people love network marketing. There's so many MLM companies out there. You guys have an opportunity right now. I truly believe that from Canada. I believe you guys can beat my record, become diamond in a short period of time, less than 18 days, but it gets even better. I believe that in Canada, we can produce the fastest ambassador this company has ever seen because of the momentum, the leadership that we have in this incredible opportunity. So guys, thank you so much for hearing from me. I'm now going to hand it back over to the one and only, the incredible, phenomenal diamond leader, my friend, a business partner, and someone that I have the utmost love and respect for, Michael Ajay. Michael, you there? Like I said, it's on record, not sure if Michael's unable to take himself off mute. Let me just message him quickly because I haven't seen him message me. I think Michael's struggling to come off mute. Quick one. If anyone has any questions, please message in the chat now. Any questions at all, please message. In fact, let me show you guys something. Because I believe in transparency. So I'm going to share my screen. So I'm personally going to log into my account. Jerome Lancaster, commissions. Scroll it back. So you guys can see I joined the business only not long ago. My first paycheck was $375. Within a few hours, it went up to $1,199. It then went up again to $2,324. This was still within my first week. By my second week, third week, it had increased by $30,449. No worry, it doesn't stop. It kept going, another 1,000, another 2,340, another 2,215. You're gonna see it went up again by another 30 grand just last week. 639. It just kept going up, another 9,000, etc. And it keeps going up and up and up. And I share this with you guys to say this. I share this with you to all show you this. And like I said, I'm all about transparency. I don't believe in lying. I know in some network marketing companies, leaders lie and tell people, oh, blah, blah, blah. I share this with you guys to show you this. I joined this business less than 2 months ago. Today, made tens of thousands of pounds. By the end of this month, I'd have made up 6 figures. Can you imagine 6 figures in such a short period of time? So somebody said, how does the volume work? Real simple. When a new person joins a business, when a monthly subscription is paid, or when a travel customer is acquired, that now all acquires to your volume. And at the end of the cycle, the volume will go back to 0, and then it resets again, and then volume continues to go in again from there. So does anyone else have any other questions? Okay, no other questions. So ladies and gents, thank you so much. My name is Jerome Lancaster. For those of you that have any other question you may want to ask me another time, feel free to follow me on social media. I'm always more than happy. I'll just post my social media there. So Jerome Lancaster, so official_Jerome Lancaster. Follow me on social media. I will follow back. I like your posts. I'm all about community, especially our B communities. I'm all here. Manifestation brought us to this company, guys. Perfect. I love that. Diamond Run, thank you. No problem at all. So guys, without further ado, let me hand it back over to the one and only, the phenomenal Michael Ajay.
Absolutely incredible. Guys, if you are excited, pumped up, I want you to drop a number 7 in the box if you're ready to run, if you're ready to allow your dreams to come true. Guys, drop a number 7. This has been the official Canada launch. You know, we want everyone to have the tools to be able to achieve their goals. We'd like to thank Jerome once again for his time. Let's make this happen, guys. I'm going to be sharing out this recording, so don't you worry. But let's take care and God bless. See you guys soon.